everyone, this is Direwolf20, and welcome to episode 78 of Direwolf20's Let's Play series, where today I'm going to play some more with this Iron Spells and Spellbooks mod, because it's pretty cool. A couple things I noticed. I don't know if it's like indicated anywhere, but some of these abilities, like this one, when you fire it, has to charge up, right, and shoot. I actually learned that these two here have different mechanics. It's not just a right click like I was using it last episode at the end there. You can actually hold it, which is kind of cool. It does drain pretty much. It looks like it runs until you run out of mana, which you can see on the bottom down there. And I'm going to go out on a limb and assume that at some point I will be able to, like it said, if I wear that special armor, there will be more mana for me. I assume that there's like all kinds of modifications you can do to your armor, but we're going to find out. So reviewing the early game chapter, we did scrolls, we did inscription table, we did flimsy journal, we got some basic materials. Arcane essence can be combined with leather armor to craft wandering magician armor, an early source of additional mana. Let's take a look at that. So if we look at spells here, we should see you, and that can, okay, I see. So it makes it like that. Oh, wayward compass, huh? That looks interesting. We should check that out. Wandering magician's hood. We can get some arcane runes, some arcane cloth, some wandering magician's shoes, arcane ingot, neat. Firefly jar, also cool. Okay, and then if you need to get this book back, you can get that again. Alchemist cauldron. We can also get the apprentice's spell book. Very cool. Good times. Liking this. Very nice overall. And then this stuff, it looks like, look at that. Neat. 8% evocation spell power. Plus 100 max mana. That's cool. So I think that all ties into the different kinds of material, or the different kinds of spells that exist. And I think we're going to learn about that a little bit today. So let's go ahead and make that. Do we have any... Oh, wrong place. Did not want to go there. Do we have any leather armor? We do. Okay, cool. So let's get you, right? I'll just do this. How about we just get a pair of boots? I'm not going to get anything that's like too fancy enchanted or nothing. I'll just take some armor that I happen to have laying around. Sure. So that removes the affix. Just pay attention to that, right? Not a huge deal, obviously, but just a note for you all. And then let's check out this cool Wandering Armor set. Nice. Okay, cool. So you can see each one of these armor pieces gives me plus 25 max mana. So now I'm up to 200 mana down there, and that ain't too terrible. Not bad at all. That looked pretty good, huh? Chilling as a mage. Not too shabby. I think what I'm going to do is put these guys in here, and then let's slot memory these. So that now, when I remove them, I can shift-click them in there, and they'll go. And also, middle-click shouldn't mess with them. Sweet. Excellent. Boy, I already missed my run speed, though. Whew. That's a tough one. That's gonna sting a little bit, but that's all right. We'll see. We might switch back. Well, whatever. I'm just playing. I'm learning the mod and checking it out. I wanted to see what it all looked like. So now, in theory, I'd be able to shoot this for even longer because I have more mana, right? And the fire one works the same way. Though that one has like a timeline, so it appears that one does not go until you run out of mana, whereas the ray of siphoning might. Okay. And you can also see there's like, so that's 10 mana, this is 6. Cool. This is level 3, this is level 2. 1.5 damage, 12 block range. Oh, this one does have a timer on it too. Okay, I missed the timer last time. That's good to know. So there is a timer for how long you can actually do that. Neat. Okay. So with that in mind, let's take a look at Midgame. Upon reaching the Nether level resources, you will unlock an entirely new dynamic to gaining power, the Scroll Forge. The Scroll Forge is used to craft scrolls by using ink, paper, and a focus. The ink determines the rarity, and therefore level, and the focus determines the spell's school. So that is the Scroll Forge. We'll be able to craft this now. I think I should be able to make this just like right off the bat. New spellbooks. Furthermore, intermediate spellbooks can be crafted using Nether resources. So this allows me to get up to rare spells, right? The previous one that I had did not. And I can hold 6 in there. That's cool. And this can go up to epic spells, and it holds 8. Nice. And then we can get, you should also start to craft stronger armor using arcane cloth. In order to get high quantities of arcane essence, you will need to focus on raiding magical structures. So we have a decent amount of this stuff, and we know that we captured a mob that drops it. So we should be able to mob farm it, which is cool. In order to continue progressing, keep an eye out for rune stones in magical structures. Rune stones are used to craft even more powerful armor. Class mages always drop a rune of their school. Nice. Okay. And then late game is reached by obtaining netherite and vast quantities of basic resources. I'm not going to flip through this chapter just yet. I want to look at scrolls. Scrolls can be used to cast their spell on their own, subverting mana cost and cooldown, but consuming the scroll in the process. Primarily, they are inscribed into spellbooks for continued use, so long as the spellbook is powerful enough to hold the scroll. Got it. Here's your basic spellbooks. So there's the rare and the epic and the legendary and the dragon skin. And yeah, I did get a named spellbook already. I'm going to hold off on using it because that feels like, you know, it's something I'm going to wait. But look at that. It has a Wither Skull 6 on it. 8.5 damage. 30 mana cost, 1 second cooldown. Interesting. Okay. I'm wondering... Oh, you know what? I'm guessing these guys have like a spell already inscribed on it. Unique spellbooks are rare drops from certain mobs that come with spells inscribed, which cannot be removed or edited. Not every spellbook can be manufactured. It is called the arcane art after all. Cool. Okay. So that's neat. And then there's named spellbooks here. So there's a rotten spellbook. I found one of those, didn't I? What may have once been a more powerful book was since rotted away, leaving both three pages, yet still more powerful than most overworld spellbooks. They can be looted from equally rotten places all across the world. I think I got one of those. Look at this, a villager Bible. A regular book with a little blessing makes a suitable channel for divine magic. Blaze instruction manual. I guess that's a rare drop from Blazes, is what it looks like. Ooh, druidic tome. That looks pretty cool. Nice. All right, so we're going to definitely check out some of those at some point. So ink, the most common of inks, ergo the name. So there's common, uncommon, rare, and epic, and legendary. Nice. And then let's talk about schools of magic, because I want to see this chapter for sure. Each magical spell belongs to a school of magic. Each school encapsulates a theme, both visually and functionally, and each have a focus, a representative item used as a crafting ingredient. Furthermore, each school can be empowered by specific school-related gear, allowing you to become a powerful master of a single school, or mix and match to become a jack of all trades. The fire school with the blaze rod, obviously, is centered around damage over time. Ice is centered around damage and crowd control. Lightning is centered around concentrated damage. Holy is centered around support, healing, and buffing allies. Ender, all things arcane and mystical, with spells that range from damage to utility to mobility. The Blood School, themed around evil. You will find elements of necromancy, wither, and blood magic here, with spells focusing on damage that buffs the caster. Evocation, magical trickery and conjuration, covering the broadest range of offensive, defensive, and utility spells. Poisonous potatoes is the focus of nature. Debuffs to enemies and elements of damage to finish them off. Eldritch is not like the others. It is an ancient and powerful way of magic, one that has all but been forgotten. You will be unable to immediately craft or cast Eldritch spells. However, shreds of ancient Eldritch manuscripts can still be found scattered throughout the world, and may even be pieced back together with the help of an echo shard. Once a manuscript has been restored, it can be consumed to learn a single Eldritch spell, enabling the crafting and casting of it. After being learned, the Echo Shard is used as the focus. Cool. That's neat. I like the sound of all of that. I really like... I always like when there's like that mystical endgame kind of like spell batch that's like, yeah, these are like the most powerful spells. Like a bunch of cool ones, but then there's like a really cool one at the end. All right, so let's get into the Scroll Forge. Let's do that first. So Scroll Forge, that's going to be a thing we're going to want to make, okay? And that can chill here next to my inscription table. And we'll decide if we need to use the... I know I have a mage tower, well aware. Dyer has a mage tower. He's not putting his mage blocks in the mage tower. Still learning the mod. Got to figure out what kind of, you know... Like, if this is like the only blocks I need, it would seem kind of silly to put them in the mage tower. We'll find out, okay? So Scroll Forge is here. So let's take a look at how we actually use said Scroll Forge. Does it tell me how to use it? The scroll forge is used to craft scrolls using ink, paper, and a focus. The ink determines the rarity and therefore the level, and the focus determines the spells. So I guess we need ink. So let's get some common ink. And does this ink have like recipes by chance? So actually all of them can be dropped from Arch Evokers, which I assume is a mob from this mod, or Cryomancers, or the Dead King, or Priests, or Pyromancers. So there's definitely like some kind of big boss type dudes that might drop these inks. So they should be farmable at some point. We just have to go find them. So I'm going to start with common, but that I assume is the case for all of them. Ooh, Alchemist Cauldron. 50% chance. Oh, that's interesting. What other recipes do we got here? So it looks like if you have a spell and you drop it in the cauldron, you have a chance to get the ink that was used to make the spell. That's cool. Oh man, there's a lot of recipes for this thing. Uncommon, 4 uncommons turns into a rare. Oh, I got you. Okay. So copper 4 makes uncommon. Is there a way to make... No, not really. So it looks like you can upgrade inks. So you can take your common ink and you can upgrade it to uncommon or rare or epic or legendary, right? So you can absolutely upgrade your inks. So that's a thing. Cool. Oh, and look, here's all the Scrollforge recipes. Or some Scrollforge recipes, at least. Maybe. Yeah, that could be cool. Okay, I see. So let's get... Let's start looking at how this works. So I think all I need is... Let's do ice. So for that, we need a frozen bone. Drops from strays. Did I get any of those? I do have a few. Cool. And then we need paper. And then let's also get some better inks here. Like, I only have 1 epic and 1 rare. So I'm gonna hold off on using those until I understand the mod a little bit more. Also, I'm gonna need a better journal, but we'll deal with that problem in a moment. So I assume I just throw paper, ink, and item in there. And oh look, then I get to just pick what I want. Oh, that's cool. Hold to cast out a cone of cold energy, freezing creatures in its path. Freezing those it touches. Dealing low damage, but immediately applying freeze to the creature it hits. Oh, obtain higher quality ink. Got it. Oh, that's neat. Okay, so if I swap this out, then I could get, I assume it's like the same spell, but more powerful version of it. That's neat. I kind of want to just see what my other options are here, so I'm going to like get these, but not use them. Well, maybe I'll use them, we'll see. Frost Step, Ray of Frost. Instantaneously teleport to where you are looking, leaving behind a shadow of ice. The shadow will shatter after 3 seconds or upon taking any damage, shooting out icicles in every direction. That is cool. That is super cool. Conjure a giant chunk of ice above a targeted creature or block. After a short delay, it will fall down and explode for area frost damage. That is super cool. Summon Polar Bear, who will follow, protect, and fight for you, as well as providing a mount. That is neat. I like the sound of all of that. You know what else I want to check out is Ender, because, you know, Diary, I always into the Ender things. Ender sounded cool. Evocation also sounded cool. I'm going to check out obviously a lot of them. That was Emerald for Evocation, right? I just want to see, like, what some of the things are. Ooh, Dragon's Breath. Hold to spew a cone of Dragon Breath forward. Each time a creature is hit, there is a chance to create a pool of Dragon Breath at their feet. Shoot a bolt of concentrated arcane magic. Starfall. Target a single area and continuously rain down comets from above for the duration of the spell. Instantaneously teleport to where you're looking, leaving nothing but a cloud of Ender energy behind. Counterspell. Cast to interrupt any targeted magical process. Hold to charge a piercing arrow of arcane. This arrow has no gravity and can travel through blocks. Summon Ender Chest. Apparate your Ender Chest inventory upon casting. And then there's some higher tier quality inks for that. Dude, there's a lot of spells in here. Evoker Fangs. Evoker Ring of Fangs around you. Instantaneously conjure a firework where you look that explodes in a small radius around it. Shield. Stationary share where you look that will block projectiles and prevent creatures from passing. Summon a horse. Around a targeted creature or block, conjure a ring of creeper heads that falls to the ground and explodes. Any creature killed by this blast will conjure another smaller ring of creeper heads. This can chain multiple times. That's cool. Conjure a strong gust of wind, knocking back creatures in a conical shape, causing damage if they impact a wall. Lob the head of a creeper forward that explodes in a medium radius around the impact. The higher the level, the faster the projectile. Look at all these spells. Conjure a spectral hammer out from where you look that will mine all connected stone-type blocks in a cube where it hits, leaving only ores and rubble behind. Oh, there's some non-combat-y type spells. That's neat. Invisibility. True invisibility, which hides armor and held items, but immediately wears off upon dealing damage. Mobs also lose aggro. That's cool. Summon a Vex to fight for you. Dude, there's a lot of things to get into on this stuff. All right, so let's try making a dude. Let's try making a spell. So Frozen Bone, I want to try one of those. Might try some lightning. I want to try some of these, right? Get some lightning in a bottle. So icicle sounded neat. Fire a piercing bolt of cold energy in the form of an icicle, freezing those it touches. So that's a level 1 common spell. Okay, cool. Now, if I were to swap that out with uncommon ink, that I presume would get me a level 4 uncommon spell. I wonder if there's like... So, like, what about level 2 and 3? Is there, like, a chance that when I click it, it will get me a level 2 or something? Or how does that work? I'm not quite sure. Oh, I did not mean to click that. I did not mean to click that. So if I click on this... Okay, so that's interesting. Maybe it's the spell itself determines. Like, Ray of Frost seems to always be 2. Okay. So I should check out that cauldron so I can try and get my my ink back. Yeah, let's see that cauldron. How do I use one of those? So I'm going to need Cinder Essence, which is dropped from Ancient Knights, which looks nethery, right? Doesn't that look nethery? I feel like that's nethery. I'm guessing that's covered in the more advanced chapter. Let's get a better book that we can cast spells with. Basic spell books. So, like, Apprentice, Enchanted. So if I'm in mid-game right now, it looks like I should be able to get Enchanted, but definitely Apprentice, right? But maybe Enchanted. So, Enchanted and Apprentice. Let's do it in this order. So this guy just needs some Hogskin, which is dropped from Hoglins. And then the Enchanted one will need some Arcane Cloth and an Enchanted book of any kind and Hogskin. So I would say that we should just go for broke and get the Enchanted one, right? I just need to go find some Hogskin. Well, sounds like we're off to the Nether. Do I want to be wearing this armor right now? Maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. So let's see. In here in my inscription table, I want to remove probably the healing spell and insert the icicle tier 1. Because these are uncommon, so I don't believe I will be able to see. I can't put the uncommon spell in just yet. Okay. But now I can at least check out this nifty spell. If there's some bad guys to shoot. Hello, friend. Now, it's only like the level 1 version of the spell, but the cooldown is really short, which is nice. And it actually does decent damage if you're looking at it. It does actually quite decent damage. That guy does not do that great of damage. Ow. Now he's hurting me. Gotcha. Woot! Looking good. Alright, I probably want to wear better armor than this, right? So, I'm going to swap out my mage gear for the time being. Let's just put these away for here for the time, right? Whoops. Well, that messed everything up, didn't it? And then you can go boots, helmet, body, legs. Okay. I want to have, you know, I want to be ready for this. We're going into the Nether. I don't want to go in with, like, no armor at all. I'm going to put away some stuff that I don't need at the moment. We're going to want to get a few things, so I'll meet you guys back here in a moment once I'm ready. All right, so my thoughts are, let's use the compass here to find our way towards the correct one. Not the one that was already in the compass. So, not catacombs, but Evoker Fort? That could be cool. Nope, no Evoker Forts here. Well, at least not within 10,000 blocks. Let's check for Ancient Battleground, maybe? Hey, we found one 1,000 blocks away. That's not too terrible. I'll meet you guys over there. Alright, I think I found something. Does this look like something? Looks like something to me. It's a little bit like something. I like that there's crying obsidian, because that's kind of nice. What do we have here? Armor pile. Oh, hello, that is an ancient knight. Okay. I remember him. He was in the book, or he dropped something I wanted, right? Hello, Iron Knight. Yoink! Yoink! Ow! You hurt, actually. I'm going to assume there's going to be more of him, but, like, I kind of want to cap... Yeah, look, there's plenty more. Okay, cool. Let's finish him off. Oh, I'm out of mana. Well, that's what I get for not wearing my armor. Sweet! Hey! Did he drop netherite scrap? Excuse me? Did that just happen? Maybe? But I got Cinder Essence, which is kind of what I was here for. But yes, let's do that again, but also mob imprisonment tool. Yes? That got me a Cinder Ash. Sweet. Okay, cool. So mob imprisonment tool of Citadel Keeper is what they're called. Citadel Keeper. That's the same thing, right? I'm just making sure. Yep, Ancient Knight. Sweet. Okay, cool. Look at that. I think I did get netherite. Or did I get that from breaking the thing? So that got me Cinder Ash for breaking it. I feel like those dudes are dropping netherite scrap, which is... Excuse me. No, very rude. I feel like they're dropping netherite scrap, right? Sweet. They do hurt. I will give them that. Decrepit Flamberge. Cool. Okay. So definitely some stuff here. What else we got going around here? So basically you harvest them, and then the Ancient Knight pops up. That's cool. Not too shabby. Another one of those decrepit dudes. Okay. So we definitely have some of the stuff that we wanted, right? Now here's a question. Ooh, that's another netherite scrap that I got for harvesting it. Yeah, so Cinder Essence is definitely dropping from him. Yeah, look, there he is. 25% chance killed by a player affected by looting. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. Oh, excuse me. No, you're rude. Alright, let's see what's in these loots. So nothing exciting there. We'll take a purple named, but that's not what I'm looking for. Nothing exciting? Block the tracker, go, please. So it looks like there's some stuff hidden. Thank you, block tracker. Netherite sword and a blank runestone. That we definitely want. It's a green. Meh. Put all this away. Put that away. Put that away. What else we got? Tracking, no blocks. Is this it? It doesn't feel like there's a lot here. But it's also just possible that the main thing we're here to get are these dudes, right? Now, what's late game up for me? After obtaining netherite. Okay. So I might just harvest a few more of these dudes. Ow. Yeah, let me harvest a few more of these dudes. I'll scope out this area, and if there's anything else cool to check out, I'll let you guys know. Otherwise, we'll meet back at the main base after I've farmed a few more of these guys. And because I have them in my safari net, I can absolutely do some good stuff. We can totally farm them for reals. All right, so be right back. So if you're clever, you can do something like this, right? Ha ha ha! Look how clever I am. All right, now the other thing I wanted to get was a hoglin. Now, is that a baby hoglin? I feel like that's a pretty tiny hoglin. He dropped hogskin though, so that's cool. I'm gonna need to find another one of those. Obviously, there's some around here, so I should be able to find them. The hoglins spawn. I don't know the mechanics of hoglin spawning. That's a big hoglin. Hello, friend. Ha ha ha. Nice. Okay, that works for me. Also, I got a spawn egg for, not zombies, for the Ancient Knight. Yeah, that's the dudes that drop the netherite and stuff. So I got a spawn egg for them too, which I'm pretty sure means I can turn a spawner, like, from Apotheosis spawner. So I can get, like, bajillions of things. Remember, I have capturing on my sword. So, yeah, that's why. Super cool. All right, I found, yeah, what I did is I looked for another one of these structures. I found it out here. Found a few more chests. There's not much in the chests. It's really, I think the main point of this structure, and I threw a waste stone down here in case I need to come back to it. I think the main point of these structures is these armor piles, okay? Now, the only other thing I'm going to do, besides have the captured dude, I'm going to see if there's any other dungeons in the Nether. I wouldn't imagine that any of these are in the Nether. Like Catacombs, I can't imagine there's one here, right? Because that's a dungeon that's in the overworld. Let's take a look at Evoker Fort. I'm going to assume that's also in the overworld, which is fine. We'll go find those structures as well at some point in the future. Mangrove Hut. Yeah, no, there's no way there's a mangrove hut right in the Nether. Didn't think so. And then the last one would be Mountain Tower. Also doesn't sound like the type of thing that would be in the Nether. So I'm assuming there's only one dungeon in the Nether, and it's the one that I just found two of. Cool. So, all right, turn off my block tracker. Sweet. All right, so that's pretty cool. So I should be able to make an enchanted spellbook now, right? Yes, I can. Beautiful. And that's where my hogskin goes into play. Nice. All right. So then here I can like come to my flimsy journal and like remove all my spells if I want. Or what I could do is we take a look at irons. Like let's so this is an epic one, right? Yeah. Evasion scroll level 2 epic. Sounds cool. We're gonna give it a shot. Spectral hammer. 3x3x3 12 block range. I kind of want to give that a try for sure. Frost step. That did sound cool, right? That sounded super cool. Burning dash. Yeah, let's give that a shot. I'm curious. I just want to see some of these spells, right? There's like so many cool ones. Blood needles, divine smite, heart stop, oak scrin. Oh, right. That's neat. I just kind of want to check them out. Poison Spray, Lightning Lance, Fire Breath, Fang, Starfall. I want to try out Starfall. That sounds cool too, right? These are all like advanced kind of spells, but I feel like we can give it a shot. All right, let's do the thing. So I'm gonna check out. Ooh, look at this evasion. What does that do again? Oh, oh, that's neat. It has like kind of like a swirling type of. Oh, that's cool. That is neat. It's like a buff. That is awesome. I love it. All right, Spectral Hammer should be like a mining type dude, right? So let's go in here and give this thing a try. Ha! That's neat. That is cool. Did you see that? It was totally a Spectral Hammer going on. So it said it mines like all stone type things. Ha! That is cool. That is cool. Frost Step, that's the one that like leaves behind an ice version of me that explodes a few seconds later. Gotta try that. Ha! That's awesome. And then look, it did the... Oh, that's cool. There's so many cool spells here. Burning Dash. Oh, that's neat. Okay. Oak Skin. Nice. That's another buff type dude. Poison Spray. Sweet. That drains a lot of mana, though. In fairness, I don't have any mana buffs. Starfall. I like the sound of that. How much mana is that, though? Do I have to wait for it to recharge? 7 mana. Okay. Oh, that's neat. There's a lot of cool particle effects going on in this mod. I gotta say, like, a lot of cool visual stuff happening. I like how on the bottom left you can see, like, the whole cooldown thing. How great is that? Alright, there's a lot more to unpack in this mod, but I think we need to wrap up here, because it is about that time. So let's wrap up the episode here, come back next time, and we will get into late game. And then my expectation is that I will have unlocked everything that we can, and we'll all kinds of cool stuff. For now, Devil20 sign off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Take it easy.